Hey guys, how's it going? Laura with Garden Answer. Tonight I'm in my parents' garden working on a little project. So my mom was getting ready to plant this little hedge of Bobo hydrangeas, and I asked her if she wouldn't mind letting me plant them so that we could make a video and share with you guys a little bit about this plant, because these are amazing. And I know that they don't have blooms on them yet, they have buds everywhere, but they look just absolutely gorgeous. When they start blooming, you guys, all the way from the top, they go all the way down to the bottom. So totally covered in blooms, you could hardly see foliage, and that's what we want, don't we? Like, we want plants that just perform and give us lots of interest and lots of color. So it's kind of nice though to plant them when they're in this stage, because then you get to see them develop. You get to see them put on their buds and their flowers, and there's something thrilling when they start to bloom. And it's also still a little bit cooler out. It hasn't reached our really hot part of the summer yet, so it's a little less shock to the plant to just get them in the ground at this stage. They'll also be great for this area because they only grow about 3 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide, so they stay small for a hydrangea, which makes them a great choice for a small hedge. I remember growing up, we had peonies right here, and they were meant to be white, but they actually all ended up blooming pink. They were still pretty, but this area used to have total sun because all of the trees and shrubs surrounding me were all babies. So as those things have grown up, they've created more shade in this area. So I think these hydrangeas will do great. It gets a little block of midday sun. There's kind of an opening right above me, but pretty much morning filtered sun, and then it gets really late afternoon shade, which is perfect. In our area, we're high desert. It gets really hot, we have no humidity, so hydrangeas tend to scorch if they get the really hot afternoon sun, if there's no protection. I've seen these things though growing in full sun, like in Michigan when we get to go there. I mean, they're just gorgeous and they're everywhere, and it makes me really jealous that they can just stick them in the ground wherever and they just do so great. But it's always a good idea to ask somebody at your local garden center if there's anything that you need to know, like any little nuances, because a lot of time I'll see tags on these that say that they can handle full sun, or tags like on Japanese maples even, that say they can handle full sun. In my area, they just can't. We have to provide a little bit of extra protection. They're a zone 3 through 8, which is amazing. That means they're really, really hardy to negative 40 degrees. We live in a zone 5, so I know they're plenty winter hardy enough to live here. They should do great. Even if we have a horrible winter and they suffer a little dieback, or if they, we need to prune them down for some reason, I know I will still get blooms from year to year because they bloom on new wood. And the other thing, and I think that this is what makes this plant a star in my mind, is that it can tolerate high pH. A hydrangea that likes high pH, you've got to be kidding me. Most of the time we think of hydrangeas as needing to be in more acidic soil. And with our soil being really high alkaline, we always have to amend and add sulfur and add, things to bring the pH down, but I don't have to worry about it with these because these will handle the higher pH. So really, I only need to worry about fertilizing once a year in the spring, usually a fertilizer that's geared more toward trees or like woody shrubs, like a tree tone or rose tone is a really good fertilizer. This is biotone. This is a great starter fertilizer, and that's what I'm using today just to give them a little bit of a kickstart. So I'm gonna get them all put in the ground and we'll see how they all look. And I think they look really great. It's actually starting to rain now, which is great for the plants. You might have noticed that there was already mulch in this area. My parents just got done mulching, so I moved the mulch away from each planting site as best as I could, got the hydrangeas planted, and then moved the mulch back. It actually saved me a step because I didn't have to haul bags of mulch in here. But it's always a good idea to add, maybe an inch or 2 layer of mulch, because it helps keep moisture in the soil and helps keep the roots cooler. Especially during that first year, you want to give them that extra little bit of a hand. A couple of other really great hydrangeas that stay on the smaller side that are great for hedging like this are little limes. I'm actually getting ready to plant some of those at my house. They get a little bit bigger than these, but they have a really like chartreuse cream colored bloom. They're gorgeous. Another one is called Little Quickfire, and I think those get about 3 to 5 feet tall and wide, and they've got kind of a rosy, kind of mauve pink bloom. They're absolutely stunning. I'm also going to plant some of those at my house here soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, learning a little bit more about the Bobo hydrangeas, and we have a lot more hydrangea videos coming your way, so stay tuned. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.